Welcome guys, welcome back to the channel. As always, a quick review show after every game, after a win, finally. Not finally, we won against Fiorentina, but the last month wasn't a good month. Just result-wise, playing style-wise, just everything. It wasn't great. So the title of the show is Rabiot ball. I know people laugh. We're just going to talk mostly about Rabiot, also a bit about Kulusevski. As always, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. So yeah, let's get into it. So the Lazio game, we won. It was a good game. I think not an amazing game, I would say. Our style of play was still it's not great to watch. It's efficient. It was efficient. So that game was efficient. Efficient. I mean, the way we defended, the way we were set up. I think Lazio had nothing. Besides that second half, Muriqi missed the header. It was just a bit too high. The assist from Milinkovic-Savic. But other than that, I don't think Chesney had anything to do. So that's why I said it was an organized game. We were structured. Everybody knew what they had to do. Now, still a lot of question marks, especially going forward. And we will talk about that. That's where basically Kulusevski comes into play, because I want to just talk about something we all said and what Allegri basically said about Kulusevski. But first I want to talk about Rabiot, because that's the title of the show. So Rabiot ball. I know people who will not watch this video and just go off the title will think we are insane. But Rabiot played a good game. Now, first of all, he played in his natural position. So that's one thing. He didn't play in a 4-4-2 on the left, where he is a disaster. Not his fault. He can just not play that position. It's that simple. So I'm gonna grade him or rate him if he plays on a 4-4-2 on the left the way he plays. But it's not all his fault. He cannot play that position. Allegri keeps playing he keeps playing him in that position, and it never works. Now today he just played his natural position, and he, in my opinion, played a good game. Again, I'm not saying keep him, because one good game in, I would say, every 10 games, that's not good enough. Now, when he was at PSG, I liked him. He was physical, he won his duels. He was quite technical when he was at PSG. Just compared to now, a lot. He could keep hold of the ball. He could play a pass. He can beat his man at times. With us, it's just hit and miss. Now, yesterday, he played a good game. He played a very good game, in my opinion. Even if you compare his stats with previous games, it's totally different. I think he had almost 90 pass accuracy. If you compare that with different games, it wasn't. It will be around, if he hits 80, it will be positive. I think he had 90. But he also attempted 3 dribbles and he completed 3 dribbles. That's, for Rabiot standards, that's amazing. That was very good. But that's not basically the stat that I care about Rabiot at this moment in time. What frustrated me the most with Rabiot was that when he loses the ball, or when the team is not in possession, he doesn't track back. He thinks someone else will do it for me. He does it so many times. Against Sassuolo he did it, because that comes to mind now. But he does that many times. Now against Lazio, so yesterday, he bullied. He kept Milinkovic-Savic. Yeah, he kept him in his pocket. He kept him really, really quiet. He beat him that's that simple. He won his duels. I think he had just aerial duels and ground duels. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it was 17, something like that. I'm not sure. And he won 10 or 11 out of those 17 duels. Even if it's 10, it's compared to the previous game, it's a very big leap forward. He blocked a couple of shots. Also, he won the ball back. That's something that was missing since I kind of like the Sarri season. I think his first season under Sarri, he won some balls back. Like, he did that quite consistently. After that, it disappeared. He did that yesterday. Again, one game is not good enough. Like, he needs to show that week in, week out, because I know Sarri said it, Pirlo said it, and Allegri said it, even Deschamps said it. Like, he has the qualities, he has all the qualities to perform on a high level week in, week out. But for some reason, he doesn't. Like, it happens 1 week and then he disappears for 10 weeks straight. It is what it is, or 10 games straight. And then he pops up with a banger or just a very good performance like he had against Lazio. So just in general, this one game doesn't change anything, like just future-wise. Because if he, I think, who was it? It was Evra. Evra came out saying like he's his third season now. If he doesn't improve, he needs to move on. And Evra's right. Like, he needs to show what he showed against Lazio consistently. So Chelsea, Atalanta, and moving forward. Like, he needs to show that consistently. And that's Rabiot's problem, because when he's on his game, I don't want to say he's unstoppable, but he's very difficult to beat because he's physical, he's big, he has those runs with the ball, and it's very difficult to get him from the ball. He has a good shot if he wants. Like, all these attributes could be so useful for us. Just because it's when he's on his game, it looks natural. When he's not on his game, it looks like he never played football ever. So yeah, I think Allegri. Oh, here's Allegri's quote, because I forgot I was talking about it. So Allegri said Rabiot has an engine that when he starts basically running or gets going, he could have played another 90 minutes. He limited Milinkovic-Savic a lot. I think he limited Savic for the entirety of the game. Besides that, almost assist from Savic, and that's not his fault because it was in the box. I didn't hear Milinkovic-Savic's name, and just going forward, he was progressing the ball pretty well today or yesterday, Rabiot. So that's something positive. But like, how many times have we been in this situation where, let's say against the Lazio game last season, or the Milan game where we said like, oh, great game, and the next game, nothing, gone. The following game, nothing, and it keeps going, nothing, until he pops up one game, and then again, nothing. So, I mean, great game, very good game in my opinion. But it's just at the flip side, it's frustrating because we know basically what is going to happen the next game. We all hope it's not going to happen, but we know what's basically going to happen because he has shown that over the course of his time with us, that he will have some bad games, like a lot of bad games, and some good games here and there. So again, this performance, very good, but it doesn't mean anything if he disappears once again against Chelsea or Atalanta, if he doesn't play against Chelsea. Just the next game in general, if he disappears, if he has a typical Rabiot game once again, it's pointless. And this video was basically for nothing. But I just wanted to highlight Rabiot because he has shown what he can do. If he wants to, if he's on his game, he can be an added value, like no doubt about it. But like, if he doesn't keep this consistency up, then he's gone. It's that simple. So that on Rabiot. I know that's the title of the video, but I just want to talk quickly about Kulusevski also, because basically Allegri, he said about Kulusevski what we all have been saying about Kulusevski. He is on the ball. His decision making is poor. Like, it's not good. His decision making on the ball is it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. Also, he has an amazing left foot, like a very accurate left foot, but he doesn't use it often. And what I mean with that is, like, he takes too much time before he takes a shot. Just too many touches, and he loses sight of who's around him or where the goal is or what the situation is, because he takes so much time on the ball. And I don't know, like, he's very similar to Bernardeschi in that basically aspect. Like, they both take so much time on the ball before making a decision, only to make a very basic decision or the wrong decision. So yeah, I don't know. Like, Allegri, basically what Allegri said, like, Kulusevski played a good game. It wasn't easy because he came on, he meant, but you have to be calm when you're into the box. So in the opposition box, you have to make the right decision, and that's Kulusevski's main problem. Not just in the box, also around the box. He overthinks things. When he needs to keep it simple or needs to play fast, he slows down play. And I would say, like, he stutters. Like, he doesn't know exactly what to do. Should I pass the ball? Should I take a shot? Should I try to beat the man once again or whip in the cross? Like, it's all a mess when he's on the ball. Like, if you even look at his stats, wait, I think I have him over here. No, I don't have him here. But just in general, just an eye test, when you watch Kulusevski play, you can see there's a player in him. Like, you can see there's a player there, but his decision making is so poor. Like, it's so bad that it's just frustrating to watch him. Again, I'm not saying I'm backing him, but he should be getting a chance. Bernardeschi is out. Danilo's now out, so Quadrado should move to right back because Schilio's also out. So Kulusevski should get that playing time, also because Dybala is not sure when he's coming back. So he should be getting that playing time. Now it's his moment to show that he can improve. Otherwise, he's gone. Like, he's not going to stay at the club just for his own sake also, and just for us. But it's just frustrating because you can see he has talent, but it's like he's stuck. Like, he's stuck in a world where he cannot escape at this moment in time. I think it was in the second half. I think Chiesa played him. He played him a good ball. It wasn't perfect, but it was good. And I don't know what he did. Like, he stopped it. He almost stumbled over the ball and he lost it. And then before that, early in the second half, he was basically one-on-one with, was it Acerbi? And he beat him, and Reina made a good save at the front post. So that's a contrast. Like, there he did what he needed to do. Just beat a man and take a shot. He did that. But when he gets more time on the ball, he overthinks everything. Just everything. Even the basic things, he overthinks it. And that's frustrating. I think also Allegri said, like, in the last minute, he tried to do a back heel when he needed to take the ball to the corner flag, and he started dribbling. He lost the ball, and Lazio were gone on the counter. So these things are not helping him building a case to play, basically. Because if you do these things, and Allegri sees these things, and you don't improve these things, you're not going to play. He's going to play Bernardeschi the moment he's back. Or he's going to change the formation, or he's just going to plug holes with players that shouldn't be playing there over Kulusevski, over him, basically. And he's going to get stuck. So, I don't know. He needs some proof, especially is this decision making, because defensively, because I read an article, I think it was in the Corriere dello Sport, saying that he prefers Bernardeschi because defensively he's better. I agree with that, but it's not like Kulusevski doesn't do defensive work. He does that. He does it very good, in my opinion. Like, I think he gets little credit for what he does defensively, but at the end of the day, his game will get basically rated what he offers going forward. And going forward, it's a bit hit and miss, and lately it's just miss. So yeah, he needs to get consistent, like keep things simple. I think if he keeps things simple for the next few games, it will help him a lot. Just don't overthink things. I know it's easier to say because we're just sitting here on our couch and he's playing high pressure games, but like that's what being a professional footballer at this level is all about. And it's up to him. Like, he needs to improve his decision making. That's up to coaching to a certain extent, but at the end of the day, the players go onto the pitches and they make the decision. Like, they are in control of the ball, and he needs to improve that. Again, same for Rabiot. Great game. Doesn't mean anything if you just shit the bat once again in the next game. Then we're just a square one, and all this was for nothing. Same for the result. So yeah, that was the review show. Basically, just highlighting Rabiot and especially also Kulusevski, because these are basically topics that are just debatable, like day in, day out among fans, even in media, because the questions Allegri get are a lot. Like, he almost every week he gets a question about Rabiot or Kulusevski. So it's relevant. One played a good game. I don't think Kulusevski played an awful game, but his end product, like, tends you to say that it wasn't a great game. But he gets in good positions. Again, decision making not there. So yeah, so that's the video. As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the next one.